Well, yesterday I had the fun experience of dealing with Ecoflow's old solar panels. I wanted to get a set of the old ones and directly from them so that I knew kind of what I was dealing with. Because given the design constraints, I understand why they did what they did. I think the tolerances are a little wonky, not on the solar panel, but on the actual holder. The distance, or it might be the solar panel, the distance between the grommets that hold the top of the solar panel tend to be tight, and what they'll cause it's a 4-panel setup, it will cause the middle 2 panels, 2 and 3, to do that because it's pushing them in. It wants to, shortest distance, Anyway, and I understand, given the 4-panel setup, that they just couldn't put a kickstand on 2 and 3 and make it work. Because the one on 3, if this is the end of the panel, 4 is the end, you fold 1 over on 2, and then you fold those over onto 3, and then you come across it on 4. So that puts that kickstand in the mix, which gives a pressure point, so you can't do that. So they couldn't attach it. So that's why they went to a 3-panel setup. Now, have I spoken to any engineers there or any of this, that, or the other? No. I just looked at the damn picture and go like, yeah, I understand why you did what you did, but given the constraints of the solar panel. Now, as far as my evaluation of the River 3 Plus, and I also have the 600 watt battery you put on it, or whatever the hell it is. Whatever. It's a size, okay? Amp hour. They have a 300 and a 600 amp hour battery. So I have the entire setup. Now, I had to go around the way to get it all. Part of it were open box specials, part of it were flash deals on Amazon, and that's how I wound up with the 45 watt, because there's no way in my ever living life I would ever have a 45 watt panel unless I wanted to charge my computer or my phone. I actually use that Type-C connection, which I didn't test the... Sorry, I'm having a bit of tea. It's just, I have to. It's just, this is my morning thing every morning, so I'm just going to integrate it into this. So, it's a great piece of equipment if you need around 500 watts or less of power. Now, a lot of the things you use in your life use a lot more power than that. The things that don't are things that I would want on an isolated circuit anyway, and that's electronics and computer things. So that if you have a spike or this, that, or the other, or there is a problem, this device is going to protect it. And that's why I said it's really an auxiliary device. It's for your electronics or your things that you care about. Because it's designed to be that. Now, for $200 for a backup power supply and a kick-on power supply and blah, 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 and this, that, or the other, 10 milliseconds. Is it expensive at $200 and whatever their list price is? Yes, probably is. Now, when I bought the unit, it was $250 from Amazon from some flash deal, and it came with the 45 watt panel. Now I think it's $299. But with a nickel iron phosphate battery, given the supply and demand of lithium. There are a lot of people working on a lot of different technology. These lithium batteries, of course, are spillovers, I would assume, from the automotive industry. Haven't taken the thing apart, haven't looked at the sizes, don't really care what people are using, and they're this, that, or the other. I'm a generalist, not a specific. I don't get into specificity of intelligence. That's other people do that who are way better at it than I am, because I just have to, I shoot a shotgun at it, and whatever hits. What doesn't hit, man, it's not there. So the new panel from Ecoflow is a 160 watt panel, and it's a trifold. So now they have basically, they have it the way they have it. Anyway, hope everybody has a good, safe holiday weekend. And everything's going to be okay. It always works out. Have a good one. Unless you're a moron, then it doesn't. But, cut that shit out.